Guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today with a little bit of a different video. I am actually a commented replay of me playing my Cyber Dragon Dark Fusion Go Second deck and playing against the new Hakai archetype. I don't know when this is going to come out. Obviously this is still before the ban list, but not sure if the whole Layer of Darkness Infernity kind of thing will still work as much. I'm telling you this now. In this duel I'll make a small misplay, so in the end it doesn't turn out as great as it could have been. But in general it still shows what the deck can do. It still shows a little bit of plays. I don't quite understand what the archetype is supposed to do. They can seemingly keep a board presence and link summon with your monsters. So there's a lot of things, but the board doesn't look super scary as for now. I think he can destroy one card, and I think he can link summon with one of my monsters. I think this is what happens. I'm going to Galaxy Soldier to get the Surge off, and also trying to go into Infinity, because basically he has to use one of his effects for that then, so that is fine. I see, there's the first misplay. I misread the card because I thought I could special summon one, but that was not the quick effect. The quick effect is the one that gives me attack points. I've never played Cyber Dragon before, so bear with me there. Getting rid of a card in my hand was probably not the way to go, especially because I still had the Cyber Dragon, but then I basically did the exact same combo with the Hurts there. I mean, that's okay. That's okay. I guess that still worked out. Wish I would have had the Cyber Dragon still in hand, but milling some stuff, getting the Destiny Hero to the graveyard. So I'm getting another board presence here. I'm not using the draw effect because I don't know what his deck does. I don't want to give him draws. But the good thing that happens here is draw and Garnet. You see, like, even with breaking that heart, I still have plays. This is the ridiculous part about it. This doesn't speak for the deck right now, but even though drawing the one-offs like Cobra, like Garnet here, like Celestial in hand, I still got to break his board somewhat. That's a bad hand. There's hands where you start with like Shadow Fusion and the Destiny Fusion, and you actually do a lot more than this. But getting those 3 cards off, bandaging Damage Juggler. So Damage Juggler got milled before, so this engine comes in handy. The engine, I'm not sure, should you rerun it? I think if you want to make this more competitive, don't run this whole Light Swan engine, but it works out sometimes because there's some graveyard effects that actually come in handy. What I'm going to do here now is I figured out they need to target for me to for link summoning with my monsters, and what can Bagoose cannot be targeted. So there's that. Giving my opponent a bit of an annoying time as soon as he can't like get any Inferno monster out, so he can't tribute my monsters. That is actually kind of annoying for him. I am searching the Cyber Atlantean basically because I can. Here, Cyber Emergency and old prices are going to spike like crazy after the ban list. Here, Repair Plant would have worked as well because you had, I think, the graveyard set up there. But in general, if you have access to Emergency, get Emergency. If not, Repair Plant does essentially the same, I guess. It's not super bad. It's not super bad. I'm just putting a body on board, so I'm not getting OTK'd here, which works perfectly fine because I realized this deck seems to be a bit slow. It's not like super OTK heavy, so I felt like going with this. And another card that doesn't help me in hand. This is a duel that shows like I didn't even do much. I mean, against a lot of other decks I would have been a bit more in a pickle, but with Garnet I'm getting rid of the Link monster. I thought he would maybe like Link summon, but maybe he can only use a special summon monster or something like that. Yeah, face off special summon, so I was like, let's get rid of this. Hoped you couldn't OTK me, but he got quite close to it. Let's be completely honest here. He was super close to it. But he didn't quite do it. So I was lucky in that sense. And now I was like, well, might as well drop the board wipe because he has nothing that protects him from this. And that's where I make the mistake. Should have summoned this in attack position. I didn't see how many monsters I had in my graveyard, because then I could have attacked with this card, could have attacked with Trick Crown possibly, and Cyberload fusioned him, and I would have won, but I didn't. So let's play this out and see what happens. He top decks Decatron, and from this point onwards, we all know what's going to happen. My monsters are going to get taken care of. I'm quite low. He still has this massive beat stick that I think leeches attack. Get another Cyber Emergency, but it does nothing at this point. I'm going into the Rampage Dragon, but since he can chain it, I hoped I could have gotten rid of this card before. I should have probably attacked into it, but then my Cyberload fusion would have been kind of useless. I would have still been here with a 400 attack point monster, and now he just attacks into it. Like, the same thing would have happened. But if I would have actually been more confident in what my deck could do, and actually summoned my Italian in attack mode, then I could have finished him there, and that would have been a 1 game with the whole bricky hands. And I thought Hakai Infernoid isn't necessarily considered a bad deck yet, so there's that. That I felt at least showcased a little bit what this deck does, but I've got a duo that showcases that even better, and I'm gonna see you in that one. And here we are back playing against, you see it already, Salamangrate. Yes, that was Salamangrate before the hit. I mean, technically, this still looks like a hand how Salamangrate could look like still. They just drew the one off circle here. But my hand still doesn't look super amazing, but it looks okay. Let's see what they can put up as the first on board. They're adding Gazelle, Jaguar, Veilings, Gazelle, sending stuff to the graveyard, getting Rage, getting Wolf, getting like a double link board to protect. Still having 2 hand traps, getting the Gazelle back. So they're at this point where I'm like, okay, first of all, I want to see, do they want to use anything on this card, which Ash Blossom goes down. Fair, that's okay. I mean, if you don't know what you're up against, and Cyber Dragons can be quite bricky sometimes if you don't have the right cards in hand, hitting this is fine, I guess. Obviously, you didn't know that there's gonna be this next. Getting the full combo off. Drawn into getting my Brilliant Fusion. I could have gone for the Destiny Fusion, could have even been better in the situation, but I thought, let's not. Getting Lumina out, and he is getting rid of this card, which is, if you don't really know what you're up against, I feel like a justifiable move there, since I could have like with Brilliant Fusion I won. People tend to usually make a lot of plays, so getting rid of this and another body on board with only 3 cards in hand seemed fair, plus the normal summon's already gone. But he, little did he know, I still had Winda, which is quite annoying, getting rid of thing first, Wolf, so Veilings doesn't protect. Now he's a bit in a pickle because he can only special summon once. He recycles Rage, so he possibly can get rid of stuff that I make, which I'm not going to do here. I'm not going to make stuff. I'm actually just trying to... I didn't want to drag it out more. I probably should have just hugged Winda a little bit, attacked into it, attacked into it, attacked into it. But I wanted to do some things, because now the Light Swan combo is coming in handy. Getting Black Rose Dragon, and yeah, that was kind of a wasted move, but I kind of want to show off a little bit what the deck can do. So there was that. I totally forgot Bailings in the graveyard, protecting basically the whole board. Well, at least I got rid of Rage, right? Dystopia doing 1600 burn damage, that's pretty neat. Has like high attack points now, destroys, attacks, and I'm 100 points short. That's sad, but sometimes life is like that, and you can't do much about this. Trying to disrupt him there, again the Bailing saves him. Still got my attack point value, but a Gazelle being able to get spinning to the graveyard, popping up a double Gazelle, getting Stalio, getting Foxy, going into the Sunlight Wolf, bouncing my card. He's getting more cards on board. He's going into the Heat Leo. He's putting my attack points to 0, and he's kind of getting some presence on board with me only having 1 card in hand. But I'm going into the Cyber Dragon. I still have my Cyber Dragon in graveyard and my Mega Fleet, and with Mega Fleet being there, it's good enough. He's still... I'm glad that I normal summoned this card. Some people would maybe not have, but since the Infinite Impermanence would have screwed me up there, because this card goes back to 0 points, I would not have won. But like this, I won, and I think there was different points in the game where I definitely had even more to do. Also shown a next one against Make Knight Invoked, which didn't go as well. I'm showing like the clear weaknesses of the deck as well, but I feel like that's quite interesting to see as well. So see you in a bit. And we're back here, playing against, like already spoiler, Make Knight Invoked. So they going first. First of all, it's not quite what they want to do. I feel like he's playing the field spell at 1, I assume, with double terraforming at this point. I guess that's fine. You can actually cycle through the deck a little bit. It's kind of resetting your hand a little bit. Emergency Cyber getting negated again. I think this is just a thing where people think that's a good thing to do in Cyber Dragons. I don't know if you maybe want to wait for core possibly, but he still had the Veiler, so I guess that was a fine play. I guess that was okay. I'm trying to clear the board with that, getting Seraphinite out, getting the Chick Clown back. Sadly, I do not run enough good cards in the deck to make Link 3. You might want to go for the Blackluster Soldier Link 3 or something. This kind of screwed me up there as well. My extra deck is not optimized. You don't have the classic base. I mean, I feel like I could have done a lot of things differently there, but I did not. So this is mainly a misplay valley, but I knew I could have done more. I'm getting kind of control back of the board, at least that's what it seems like. But with Invoked, if you can't build up negates, you're never really getting your stuff back, control of the game. He is going for the Caligula. I don't quite know why, but then he's going for Purgatorio, and he really wants to go for the OTK here. I think I actually managed to stop his OTK there with my the Destiny Hero Dynamite, being able to put some cards down here. Cyber Emerging, another Cyber Dragon Sieger, getting rid of his monster there, and I thought at this point I was quite safe. I was quite getting the upper hand back, but he flips the World Legacy Memories, getting out the Search guy, search another guy, and with him now as well drawing the trap card, I've been able to search, put the guy on board, clearing my board. That was unfortunate, but even though I misplayed and this extra deck is not perfectly set up, I still had a chance against them as well, which is not the craziest meta deck. Now after the ban list, they might come back a little bit, but I think that just shows this deck has a lot of potential. If you fine tune the settings of the deck a little bit, then this deck actually has some potential. I'll put it on screen right after this and you can decide yourself, but I actually really like how janky this deck is, how many different plays you can do, and how your opponent at first doesn't really know what's going on because you have so much splash stuff in there that yeah, they don't even know what to negate anymore because you have so many different options. Hope you enjoyed the replays, have fun with the deck list, and if you're into budget decks, subscribe to my channel. I do a lot of weird stuff possibly, and hope you're having a good day.